It's the little things that we forget to make things happen. Right? Right. Stupid. Stupid. Oh, God.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ.
I got him!
So don't get cocky.
This is about what's going to happen.
Welcome to DeaconLive.
DeaconLive.
Welcome back, guys. On today's show, what new laws are taking effect this month, and why you shouldn't drink coffee on a plane, and who's the funniest generation. Test results are now in, and a UPS worker gets fired and lets everyone know about it. All this and much more we discuss here on Deacon Live, and for the next 60 minutes or so, we'll get you up to date on the latest news and viral videos that you might have missed over the last couple days, or we'll be talking about it here in the upcoming few. How are you? How are things going? Are you doing all right? Are you getting along with everyone? That's all we care about, to make sure that you're getting along with the people around you. Now, Red Lobster is now getting along with some people right now. They were having some problems over there in the old kitchen over at the Lob. And they were having issues. They were trying to come up with some kind of meal deal. They were trying to come up with, how can we get asses in seats in our restaurant? For the most part, Red Lobster is not seafood. It's casual dining. It's not. I mean, it's seafood. I mean, they bring you out fish. It is fish. They bring you out shrimp. It is shrimp. But they're having an issue with getting asses in seats. So instead of making everything cheaper, making everything more economized, they went the opposite total direction. They went to, let's make the biggest, largest meal and charge everyone $50 for it. And for a family, we'll charge $100 for it. And what I'm talking about is Red Lobster's got a new quote-unquote crab boil. Now, my wife asked me, oh man, crab boils look so good. And I said, no, they fucking don't. I mean, to a certain point, they do. If you could take out the messiness, if you could take out all the grease, all the extra butter, all the stuff all over your face, all over your hands, for what the reward is, no. I just don't. More and more, the older I get, the less and less I want to eat crab legs. Unless they're king crab legs. Those are the best ones. I don't mind eating a lobster tail. Lobster tail's really, really good. But it's so much money for so little reward. Snow crab legs, they're a pain in the ass to go through all that stuff. Shrimps are okay as long as they're already peeled and deveined and stuff and all ready to go for you like a cocktail. Those are fine. But Red Lobster right now has hit the market, and everyone's rushing to go to their stores to try their new crab boil. So I don't know if my wife wants to try this, but when I think crab boil, I don't think Red Lobster. I think when I think Red Lobster, I think okay seafood. When I think crab boil, I'm thinking New Orleans. I'm thinking like the swamp. I'm thinking, I know that's crawfish and little bugs and stuff like that. But I think backyard, big boiling pot and stuff. I don't think Red Lobster. I actually think of like a seafood house or a fish house that would have a crab boil. Well, everyone jumps on TikTok. That's what we do now. We jump on TikTok, and they're giving their review on the new crab boil from Red Lobster. Now, don't forget, for every podcast we do, we have a matching video over on YouTube. We have our very own YouTube channel over there. That's Deacon Live Podcast. Search us. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. We don't do it for money over there. We just do it for your enjoyment. Another media source for you to enjoy this fine programming. So I'm going to switch over to let me find one guy here. I'm going to switch over to camera 4, and you can see this in real time as we're talking about it here on the show. I want to check this guy out. This guy right here. Hold on there, buddy. Hold on there. Oh, my God. He looks already dead. This guy right here has got 51,000 views, and this is Wang Dang. I'm sorry. I want it to be Wang Dang, but it's Wayne Dang. And this is his review. Now, I don't understand how these people are doing reviews in their car with a crab boil. But this guy's doing it, and he looks like he's got somewhat of a nice car, white leather seats and stuff. And this guy's an Asian guy, or from Middle Asia or something, over there. So, enough of picking on him. Let's see what he has to say.
So we gotta try. For instance, we got the Mariner's boil over here, and also the Sailor's boil.
So there's a Mariner's Marine. Am I saying that right? A Marine's boil and a Sailor's boil. I think one has lobster in it. The other one does not. I think it has sausage in it instead of lobster. So let's see what he says.
We're trying the Marina's boil over here. We got snow crab, lobster, corn, potatoes, and shrimp. Just look at this lobster.
Oh my God. It looks like a 3-ounce lobster.
Sauce. Cheers, guys. I mean, lobster's good. It's tender, it's meaty, but that's not no Cajun butter I know. Ain't got no spice, ain't got no feel, no pop to it.
No pop.
It feels very bland.
Yeah.
Snow crab over here. Oh yeah, look at that meat right here.
Probably took him a half hour to get that meat out of that crab leg.
Cheers, guys. Like it's flaky and moist, but still no flavor. Got these little itsy bitsy shrimp. Cheers. Oh, yeah,
Hey, pull that goddamn meat out of that tail. I hate people who do that bite off the shrimp right at the tail. If you just kind of wiggle it a little bit, that meat will come out. That drives me nuts. Anyway, so let's see what Wayne Dang is going on.
Hey, Red Lobster, y'all starting off terrible. Got some corn over here. Cheers.
Cheers. Eats the corn.
Corn is good though, has a good amount of sweetness, nice and buttery, a little bit peppery. But how is the corn gonna be better than the seafood? All right, next up we got the Sailor's boil, and hopefully this one's better. Hold on, maybe I didn't mix the ingredients well. Let me close and shake it up real fast.
Okay.
Shake, shake, shake.
Okay.
So I got this in the roasted garlic flavor.
All right. We got him. So let's see what this other guy has to say about the crab boil.
Today I'm trying the seafood boil from Red Lobster. I got their family boil for $100.
$100.
What time it is?
And he's doing it in his car. Now he's got a full-size lobster for $100. This lobster's bigger than his arm. I mean, it's huge, and you can see him, if you're watching this on the video here, he's ripping off the tail, and the tail has got to be at least a 10-ounce tail on there. So here we go.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God is right. Oh, my God, look how big that thing is. He's just pouring butter.
In the Cajun butter sauce.
Cajun. He called it Cajun butter sauce. It's Cajun there, buddy. And this is, what's his name? Life of Sion? I'm going to mess his name up. He messed a Cajun up, so here we go.
They got some small lobster tails in there.
Oh, so you get small ones in there, too.
They got a regular size bag for like $40. Got the potatoes and shrimp.
Potatoes.
I also got the roasted garlic sauce. The shrimp holds flavor. I'm very surprised by the sauce.
He's just eating
Red
it.
Lobster actually seasoned the boil. I feel like they should have been selling this. Some of that Cajun.
Cajun.
I like everything glossy.
All right, so that's another guy doing this. Let's see. I got one more. Let's see what she has to say about this. This one, she's only got 5,000 views, so I'm going to give her a little bit of love. And this is, oh my God, you got to be better with your thing. Any Bendy WGF. So here she goes.
How excited I was to go to Red Lobster and get this little seafood.
So this lady's actually sitting in the restaurant, and they give you like a big metal, like if you're panning for gold, tin plate. It's all beat up and stuff. Some, what do they call it? Not a coal miner. What's the other guy? We'll figure it out. He was on Toy Story. And they put this metal tin plate, this panning gold plate in front of you, and then they put the bag of, it's a boil, so it's a big bag.
Boil bag. Yeah, it said $50, but I was like, all right, let me see. Let me see if it's hitting.
$50. Y'all. She's taking all.
It's not hitting. Look at this quality. Look at this quantity.
Yeah.
This shit was beyond mid. This shit is not fire. This shit is not good. I should have asked for my money back, but it is what it is.
So there she goes.
Fuck you, fool.
Okay, I got it. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girlfriend. Let's go back to me now. So if you've had the crab boil, I've heard nothing but bad things about it. I've heard that it's all just butter. There's no flavor. There's no salt. They put like minced garlic on top after they're all done. And it's just not up to the level. Is it $50 worth? No, I don't see enough videos saying that this is fire, this is slam, this is jam, what all the kids are saying. I'm not seeing it. But I do, oh man, that $100 family meal, he had that fucking lobster tail is bigger than my fucking arm, if you're watching this here on the video. This arm right here, that's what I want. That's what I'm talking about. For all the kids out there. All right, when we come back, you want to go swimming? It's getting hot out there. And then when you're swimming in a public pool, even if you're pool at home and you see like when you're splashing around, you get all the bubbles and stuff, you're like, oh, the water's clean. Not according to this guy. He'll tell you what those bubbles mean in your pool, and you might want to get out as quickly as possible. So stick around. I'll dive in what that means when we come back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. We'd love to hear from you, and the way you can be part of the show, you can be podcast famous, is to go over to prophetradio.com, Prophet radio, and at the top of the page says leave a message. You can be heard. Your voice can be right here alongside of us here in the studio. You just click on that. If you got a microphone on whatever device you're listening to is on or at, speak right into it. Put your email address in there. It's not an email grab. Don't worry. just speak into it. You can be anonymous if you want. And your voice will come right here on our program. We'll play it on the air. We broadcast every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, in a little town we like to call Marshville. So get yours in right now, and you can be heard on the podcast. Now, what are we doing? Where are we going? Last week, I talked about the Generation X are the worst grandparents. They were raised basically latchkey kids. They really don't care about once their kids are grown, Generation X, once their kids are grown and they've had their own kids, they're like, hey, these are your kids. You can deal with them and stuff. We're going on to celebrate our lifestyle. We're going to do whatever we can and do whatever we want. So they were the worst grandparents. But now studies have shown that out of all the generations, they're trying to figure out which one's the funniest. Who's got the best humor? 5 generations compete to see who's the funniest. And let's see. I'm going to put this down so I'm not looking at this every 5 minutes. Before anyone gets offended, of course, there are hilarious people of every age and every generations. It's just a fact, but people are biased by believing that their generation, from alpha to boomers, are definitely the funniest. The popular longtime web series Good Mythical Morning, which is a great show if you've ever watched it, not that I'm plugging them or anything like that, decided to put it to a test by bringing a comedian from every generation to participate in a game show or a joke-off, if you will. So, let's see. They welcome their guests, calling it a laugh clash zone, and they immediately start to get to business. We first meet one of the representatives from the Alpha generation, born between 2010 and 2024. Jesus Christ. Give me a break. And then the next generation, which is Generation Z, from 97 to 2010. Then they had a comedian from the Millennials, which was born in 81 to 96. And then on down the line, Generation X from 65 to 1980, if you're born there. And if you're a boomer, you were born between 1946 to 1964. The way the game worked, when all the comedians are given a topic in which they must write or tell a joke about. This is a little bit more complicated, but the purpose of which generation wins the joke contest, and we'll just leave it at that. There is a small judging panel with a tiny studio audience, really, really small people in the audience, who mostly, seem bored. They seem bored, despite all the comedians being adorable, eagerly, and funny. The topics of the hosts can choose from are. The topics that the host can choose from are AI, Trader Joe's, Disney Adults, PDA, Cybertrucks, and a wild card joke. So to break it down for you, let's see. There's a little TikTok video here. Is it going to be... No, I'm not going to play it. Some admit while they found out most of the humorous does not fit with their generations. I'm 22 years old, one says, and realize I have a boomer humor. Another confesses the incel joke, it was so unexpected I spit it out my coffee. This person said, I'm a millennial, but I didn't realize that the alpha understood what we were going through. And so on and so forth. So who was the actual winner of all the generations? Gen X won, and some boomers have complaints about it. So Gen X won, but I guess the boomers, of course, okay, boomers, they complained about it. But yes, out of all the generations from boomers to the alphas right now, Gen X right now is the funniest generation. I knew it. I knew we were funny. I knew I was funny. God damn it. But think about the time. We've had more technology than Gen X. We were raised on regular TV and MTV and all the other stuff, and we had no computers all the way up to now we have cell phones. There's a generation out there right now that has never known not having a phone in their pocket. There's also another generation out there that didn't have TV for a long time. And I'm talking about like the boomers from 1946 and on. There was a time, times were tough back then. Times are a little easier for kids, the alphas and the Gen Z and the millennials. I guess Gen X is a good combination, a good balance between the 5 generations. Let me know what you think. We'd love to hear from you. Go over to Prophet Radio and let me know. Now, it's getting hot out there. It's time to get those pools fired up. Do you want to fire them up? Start them up, because you don't want to be on fire. But swimming pools right now, especially community pools, you have to be careful. Because, I mean, is there a Mercer scare anymore? I don't know. We haven't seen that in a while. That's kind of gone by the wayside. But when you go into like community pools or even like your friend's pool and your friends are kind of gross and you're like going, well, look, there's a whole lot of foam in here. That means there's soap suds or something in here. Something to keep the water clean. That foam isn't bubbles. A pool expert gives you the grim truth about public swimming pools. If you've ever had to ask how clean the pools are, probably not, and honestly, you better stay off of it right now and be blissfully aware about going into public pools. That is, unless one professional pool cleaner decides to share a few truths about that will have the internet feeling more than a little traumatized. A swimming pool cleaner has left TikTok researchers and users reaching for the skip button after revealing the grim reality behind public pools. In the viral clip that has already gained 2.3 million views, Ben Kaufman from Oklahoma, who maintains everything from small apartment pools to large swimming pools, shared the behind-the-scenes look of what really goes on beneath the surface. He says, I'm telling you right now, if you knew what was in the water, you'd never dip your toe in it again, he said bluntly. Ben kicks things off by warning the viewers that chlorine just doesn't magically make water cleaner, explaining that in a busy public pool with around 100 people, almost said 100,000 people, 100 people enjoying the sunshine, everything off their body ends up in the pool too. That includes everything from sunscreen, deodorant, sweat, and oh yes, even pee. So where's this video here? All right, hold on, we'll get to you. So I'm going to switch over to camera 4 here, and we can see what Ben Kaufman says about what it is that's actually in the pool. I'm going to switch over to camera 4, and you can see this in real time, and we can all be friends. So here we go. Take them off mute and hit play.
Why I'll never get in a community pool or spa. Do not watch this any further if you have a weak stomach. This is going to gross you out to the max. I take care of a lot of HOA, apartment pools, commercial pools, big swimming areas with a lot of people.
Lot of people.
I'm telling you right now, if you knew what was in the water, you would never even dip your toe in it again.
Okay.
So let's start with this. Chlorine, it doesn't really just magically make the water clean. When you've got about 100 people a day in just one body of water, everything off of their body, it ends up in there too. Sunscreen, lotion, sweat, deodorant, makeup, hair products, grease, pee, you name it, it's in there.
Got it.
When all of that builds up, that foam on top of the spa.
Oh, that's what they call a stew, don't it? Don't they call it a stew?
That's not just like bubbles that are created because the water's churning really fast. That's actually chemical soup of body oils, pee, detergent, and just filth.
Oh,
and
God.
For mucus discharge. Yeah, so chlorine actually opens up your pores and your sinuses, which means every person in there is literally leaking from their nose, their mouth, and the pores on their body. So that like water, whether it be in the spa or the pool, it's full of boogers, snot, phlegm, mouth spit. If you're sitting in a spa or in a pool and you open your mouth even once, you're basically tasting that mixture. And I know people don't like to think about it, but that's the 100% truth on this. That's what you see. The stuff that is way worse is what you don't see. There's a parasite called Cryptosporidium.
Oh, hold on. When he says when you jump in the water, you ever seen kids jump in the water and as soon as they come out, they spit the water out of their mouth? Oh, that's all I keep thinking about. Let's see what he's got to talk about this parasite now.
And it survives chlorine. Chlorine can't kill it. And if someone goes in that spa and someone else swallows even a tiny bit of water that has had Cryptosporidium in it, you're literally looking at days and weeks of violent diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration. Like it will hospitalize you for quite a while. So now, when it's your own family pool, a backyard pool, a handful of people, that's one thing. But when it's 50, 100, 200, 300 people a week.
Not doing it.
On a daily basis.
Not doing it.
Water is a soup of everything that came off everyone's body. Now, I'll clean it. I'll shock it, but I'm not swimming in it.
No, come on in, Tom.
And now you know why. I'll never, ever get in a public spa or pool.
Okay, so have I ruined your day? Have I ruined your 4th of July weekend? Because that's coming up, right? Are you getting in the pool? Not me. Like I said, the first thing I thought of is, those little kids, 10, 12 years old, they jump in the pool and they get water down the face. And what do? The first thing they do, they spit the water out of their mouth. Nope, not doing it anymore. And, I was thinking about like the foam, and it makes sense because the beach itself, if the tide's turning and stuff like that, if there's like an algae bloom or something like that in the water somewhere, or dead fish or something like that, you get like foam. And that's what it is, like the bacteria and organic decomposing stuff. And that's what he's saying. There's snot and piss and urine and bacteria and stuff. Ugh, diarrhea, cha-cha-cha. All right, when we come back, you ever had Big Red Soda? I always thought it was like a generic, like a Walmart brand or something like that. But no, it's a big thing in Texas. And I'm here to tell you about it. It's the same thing as like what Cheerwine is here in North Carolina. And I'll dive into the roots of Big Red Soda. So stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to if I can get it out right. Welcome back to Deacon Live. Make sure you follow us over on Facebook. Our Facebook page is creeping up. Thank you very much for all the people joining the Facebook page over there. And the reason why you want to join over there is because a lot of these articles, if you're not watching us on the YouTube channel and you just want to see them for yourself and see all the reactions and stuff, I'll put them over on the Facebook page. And you feel free to share them with all your friends and stuff. You can say, hey, look, this is what Deacon was talking about. Or if you want to be the hit star of your own parade over there, go over to Facebook, search Deacon Live. I think it's just all one. Well, it is all one word, but I don't know if it's Deacon Live Podcast. Just type it in there. You'll see the logo man. And we're still looking for a name for the logo man. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, or if you're watching this or listening to us on your podcatchers out there, the little logo guy, TV head guy, yelling at a microphone. We need a name for him. I haven't figured it out yet. So if you got a name for him, you can email me at any time at deacon@prophetradio.com, and I'll take those requests as far as what it is, or do it up on Facebook or something like that. I don't know. Just get a hold of me somehow. Now, this gentleman right here, if we haven't grossed you out too far, don't worry, we're going to gross you out even more. We're not trying to gross you out. It's just these are the stories that I came across. I'm like, oh, that'd be interesting. And it just, ironically, they all lined up this way. If you've not heard, a man tries to order a black coffee on a plane, and then the flight attendant kind of intervenes. Let's see if I can get this out, right? A man has a public service announcement for people who drink coffee on planes. Basically, he says don't. Influencer Joseph Maine says that he is on a recent flight, or when he was on a recent flight, when a flight attendant delivered a revelation that may change what he orders on planes from here on out. Striding through the airport, Maine says, okay, major shout out to the flight attendant that just kept it real with me on this flight. Okay, major shout out to her, because that's what it is. He always says, when the flight attendant comes around, he orders a black coffee because he likes the taste of that little black instant coffee. That's kind of a weird sentence, but he likes the instant coffee that's on planes. His seatmate was appalled, then seen in the video, claiming that the water used for the coffee on planes is disgusting, moldy even. Maine says in the TikTok about the experience. When the flight attendant returned with his coffee, he says, hey, level with me. Is this made from nasty water? And she was like, oh, yeah. You want me to throw it away? So the flight attendant also says she doesn't eat or drink anything on a plane that isn't pre-packaged. It's nasty and they never clean it, she reportedly said. So let's see where his little video is here. Where's Joseph Maine and his little TikTok video to make him famous? See, that he's got a simple name to do. So where's his thing? Coffee on planes. Let's go Joseph Maine. Let's see if we can find this tiki-taki. Is this it? I can't tell. Oh, God. All right, got it. Let's see. Travel, listen. Is he a hairstylist or something? I don't know what he is. Yeah, it looks like he's a hairstylist of some sort. Where's this TikTok video about being on the plane? See, when you do this stuff and you make me hunt for your video, it makes me pissed off. Pissed off. You got to link your video to your thing there, bud. Sign in. Just maintain. Let's see. Is this it? Oh, here it is. Got it. Here we go.
Flight attendant that just kept. Okay, major shout out to the flight attendant that just kept it real with me on this plane. I ordered a black coffee, which I always do. I love their little black instant coffee. And Jack is like, I can't believe you ordered this on the plane. Have you not heard? And apparently he saw a video that someone was saying they never clean the water tanks. It's made from nasty water with like mold and all this stuff in there. And so when the flight attendant brings the coffee over, I was like, listen, can you level with me? Like, is this made from nasty water? She goes, oh yeah, you want me to throw it away? And snatches it back. I was like, and she's like, I have not eaten anything in 6 years of working on a plane or drank anything unless it's like pre-packaged and then brought onto the plane. She was like, it's nasty and they never clean it. So maybe everyone already knew this, but hot tip.
Hot tip. All right, thank you. Hot tip there. There you go. Never eat. Oh, let's go back to me now. Never eat anything unless it's packaged on a plane, and don't drink anything unless it comes out of a soda can or something like that. But I mean, how do they make? Because I've seen they make a whole carafe of water or of what are they called? Coffee. That's what I'm looking for. They make a thing of coffee, and then you got people that get hot water for tea. You guys are in the same boat, and that would make sense because I know. Here's what I know. I had a boat. I had a big, nice, 26 footer. It had its own water tank. It was 7 gallons, and you used to use that when you would get off the. When you get in the water and get out of the salt water, you wanted to rinse yourself off. We never drank that water because. What do? I mean, there's a 7-gallon tank that you have no access to. Now, there's people that will put like little droplets of, I don't know, not desanitizer or something in there, but something like pure crystal water, something tablets, and you put them in your freshwater tank. It's supposed to clean the water. Do you trust it? If you can't see it, how do you know it's doing its job? So be careful out there when you're drinking tea or coffee on a plane. You can't get it out of the bottled water, though, because how are they going to heat it up? Well, I guess they would heat it up, pour it in the thing, and then heat it up and then go from there. I don't know. Flight attendants, let me know how you would do that and get around the whole freshwater tank on a plane. Now, this woman right here has never had a Big Red. I will go on the poll right now, if that's the term you want to use, and say on record, there you go, that I have never had Big Red. I always thought it was like a generic looking soda because it just literally says Big Red and it's got like a red splash on it. And if you've never seen it before, that's what it looks like. It's a red can, looks like a Dr. Pepper color, but it's got Big Red written on it. No fancy flair, no fancy designs. It doesn't want to bring in kids. It just says Big Red and it's got a big red splash on it. So a woman discovered that the Big Red flavor just isn't bubblegum or strawberry or even red. It's something entirely different. In a video with over 36,000 views, Marissa from Marissa Lately, that's how you do it. That's how you get a good name out there. A social media influencer and mother from Lubbock, Texas, shared how Big Red's flavor profile is a combination of orange, lemon, and vanilla. All right, we continue. Big Red is one of the most popular soda brands from Waco, Texas. Oh, God, there you go. It was created in 1937 by 3 men and named it Suntang. It was called Suntang Red Cream Soda. Not a whole lot of sales opportunities there. Harold Jensing, the president of bottling plant in San Antonio, heard of some golf caddies refer to the drink as Big Red. As a result, it was renamed to Big Red. The soda is one of the only red cream drinks in the United States. Maybe because there's a reason. You ever heard the thing, if it was so good, why isn't everyone doing it type deal? It originally gained popularity in Kentucky in the early 70s, all the way up to the 80s in the southern staple after it left its Texas market. Marissa was right. The original Big Red contains orange and lemon essential oils and vanilla flavoring. There are other flavors like Big Blue, which has different profiles as well. However, Big Red is usually the trickiest for people to identify and to name. So let's see what her video says. You got to be right on time. Here she goes. I'm going to switch over to... Hold on, girl. I know. We're going to switch over to camera 4, and let's see what Marissa Lately has to say about the Big Red soda. Maybe this podcast will turn around for the better for you. So here we go. Switch over to camera 4 so we can see this and we can all be friends. Take her off mute and go.
Flavor of Big Red is not strawberry, not cherry, not bubblegum, but it's a combination of orange, lemon, and vanilla.
Told ya.
I didn't know that. I found out a few years ago, and I've always kept that in my pocket, and now it's in yours. Big fan.
All right, there you go. Are you sold? Do you want to run out and get it right now? I need something. What do you want? Mountain Dew? No. I want a orange citrus vanilla melted ice cream flavored tasting something. I got just the thing for you. Big Red. So there you go. If you're a fan of Big Red, great. Let us know. Go over to profitradio.com. At the top of the page it says Be Heard. Voice your opinion. Let us know if you've ever had Big Red before. All right, when we come back, this gentleman right here got fired from his job. It says UPS job, but it's from a UPS store. And UPS store are individually, they're franchised. They're individually owned. It's not like he worked for UPS, the conglomerate, parcel company, and he let everyone know that he got fired. And you tell me your opinion as far as you think he's right or wrong, and how's he going to get a job after this. So stick around. I'll dive into his story when we come back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. Don't forget all the musical artists that you hear on the program and during the breaks and stuff. They're all independent artists. They are striving to get your attention, and we give them the platform to express their opinions, to express their music, and they are so very talented. And we'd love for you to like and subscribe to them as well. And if you like a song and you hear their websites, their Spotify pages, and all that stuff, make sure you give them a like and subscribe over there. And if you want to hear the full-length song, you can find all of them over on our Spotify playlist. That's music heard on Deacon Live. And we have a huge list over there coming up on 100 different artists that we've had on since the beginning of 2025. And we're going to add more. We're going to keep that going as long as Spotify will let us. We had some fights with them in the beginning, but they're letting us do it. So we want you guys to check them out over there as well. And when you hit their song, they actually get a couple shekels for doing that. If you want to support them and stuff, the full-length song found over on music heard on Deacon Live over on Spotify. Now, 4th of July is coming around. It'll be here this Friday. I don't know what we're doing here. I think we're going to do, we're going to have a spa. We're going to have a hot tub, and we're going to have coffee. Coffee and a hot tub is what we're having here on the property. You guys are welcome to come over. BYO, whatever that you want to bring. But no, for real. I think we're just going to cook hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff out on the grill and stuff. So it'll be fun. It'll be the three of us. It'll be my wife and I, and my dad, who lives with us now since my mom's passed away. So he'll have a good time. We don't do fireworks here. We have a horse farm. The studio sits on 22 some odd acres here. And we do have horses and stuff, so we don't do fireworks here. We'll do some sparklers and stuff. Boring. We'll do snakes. Little snakes that you burn on the ground, and they leave that mark for next year. And your mom or dad comes out and goes, "You ruined the sidewalk. Our sale of the house of value's gone down because you burnt these things on the ground." Oh, you're 10 years old. You don't know what's going on. This gentleman right here, though, make sure I got the right thing here. This family right here, this is the way things should be done. This is when I say we should all get along, this is what I'm talking about. TikToker One Fanto shared a touching video with his followers this past Easter. Now, like I said, we got 4th of July coming up here soon. Take this in mind. Take the story to heart and see if it influences you as well. You don't have to do it, but I'm just saying. If you want to, you're not the only one out there. This came from Easter weekend, where his family invited a UPS driver that was making the rounds in their neighborhood to come to their cookout and quote-unquote make a plate. "Everyone's family around here," he captioned in the video. "Everyone invited to the cookout." In the video, the UPS driver is seen standing in front of the family's driveway, and a group of cookout attendees warmly welcome him in to join them. The uncle of One Fanto says to the driver, "You've been working hard all day, man. You need to go up in there." He calls out for a woman named Stephanie to quote-unquote take care of him. The UPS driver walks up the driveway and then they encourage him to go inside and get his fill as he enters the garage. After securing a plate of food and drink, the driver walks back outside to mingle with the guests, shaking hands with the uncle who invited him. "You good?" Uncle asks. The driver responds, "Yeah, I'm good. They hooked me up. Thank you very much. I appreciate it for y'all inviting me out." On his way back to his truck, the uncle encourages the driver to invite other workers to stop by as well. "Hey, anyone else on your list, on your route? Jump on up in there." The follow video, one Fanto explains more about how the invite went down. Hold on, I'll get you there. He shares that the UPS driver was driving by the family's house on Saturday before Easter. At the time, the family was enjoying the big fish fry cookout together. His uncle flagged down the driver when he pulled over. He shares that his uncle told the driver to go inside and get a plate, like I said before. Driver says, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Yeah, go ahead, go in there and get it and make a plate." And so I want to see the actual video of the UPS guy. I wonder if he did a video of the UPS guy going in there for clicks and likes. Oh, here it is, right here. Everyone's invited to the cookout. Hold on, dog. 7.9 million views. But it's the way that's what has to be done. So this is a black family, and he's a white driver, skinny white driver, probably late 30s, and they're all having a good time. And here comes the UPS guy, and he's like, "Hell yeah, let's go. Here we go. Go get some." There it is. Your yard's a little dead. He's standing. UPS guy does not know what to do. He is out of his element. Go on in there in the garage. Hook him up. Stephanie, hook him up.
Huh? You good? What's that? You good? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
you good?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You get some daps? Hey, tell all your buddies. Tell all your buddies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I love seeing that, man. That's great to see. So here's a follow-up video of what actually happened.
I don't know the background, what happened. The UPS driver, he was coming up to the house, having a cookout, you know what I'm saying? And this wasn't even on Easter. This was on Saturday. We had a fish fry cookout. So we had a fish fry cookout, you know, and I'm coming in town, so I was like, okay, bet, we can do that. Talking and stuff like that. The UPS driver pulls up. He pulls up. It's about to pass our house. My uncle, the one that's telling him to go inside, he flags it now. Hey. And he hits the brakes hard. Like, you can hear the brakes like squeaking.
They just old brakes.
He gets out the truck. He's kind of confused. And my uncle's waving him like, come here. And he gets out the van, and then he was like, hey, go inside, get you a plate.
Get to the point, bud.
Get you a plate.
See if I can fast forward a little bit.
That's not something that we just do for social media. We just post on social media. That's something that we do on a regular basis.
Well, good.
We do on a regular basis that, you know, it doesn't just happen when the camera's on. It happens when the camera's off too. I just want to appreciate everybody for, you know, showing the love and support, you know, and seeing that, you know, we're all equal, we all the same, we all bleed the same. Also want to get in contact with the UPS driver as well. I want to get in contact with him, make sure that we didn't affect his job at all. You know,
make sure he's good. So he's making sure everyone's. Let me go back to me now. Make sure that he's all taken care of, and make sure that they didn't overstep their boundaries. But that's good. That's what you want to see. You want to see a community coming together, and you know, it doesn't have to be a cookout or anything like that, but still. They were having a good time. They wanted to bring this guy into their group, into their fold. UPS guy out of his element and stuff, had a great time. And that's not the first video I've seen, but you know, we're coming up on I'm gonna say Valentine's Day, on 4th of July. So just think about that. It doesn't have to be a UPS guy. It could be just your neighbor you haven't talked to in 12 years that lives right next door to you or anything like that. Just, you know, let's all get along. Now, one guy right now who can't get along and is this gentleman right here. Oh boy, we're gonna have some fun with this one. A UPS worker crashes out after getting fired. The worker unhinged behavior and explicit language has sparked mixed reactions, with some viewers questioning his state of mind, and others suggested that his behavior was within reason enough for his firing. Getting fired from the UPS store by this, and that's all the stuff that goes on. It's the quote from him from the video. The rant, filled with several explicit messages, goes on for nearly 1 minute before the camera shuts off. It's unclear exactly where the incident took place and when. However, the video has now gone viral on Twitter, and people have some thoughts. What kind of drugs are you on? I'm sorry, you deserve to be fired. And another one is calling for a new meme and screenshots of this video. So there is, I'm going to switch over to camera 4 here in just 1 sec. So this is a UPS store. Like I said at the beginning, a UPS store is a lifesaver. If it wasn't for Amazon and Amazon returns, I don't know if the UPS store would be standing today. But they're individually owned, they're franchise owned. So I think it takes like $1.2 million, you need insurance and all that stuff. And you can do all this stuff at the UPS store. And this guy right here, he's a white guy that got fired. And it looks like the owner might be like, I don't want to say Indian, but from the Middle East. And this guy doesn't say his name, but this is what he says. He's got a video, and he's in front of the counter. Video, if you're watching me here on the video here on UPS, on YouTube. And he's holding the camera in front of him, describing why he was getting fired or don't come to this store location or something like that. Let him explain it to you. So I'm going to switch over to camera 4, and we can see this in real time and all be friends. You ready? Here we go. Here goes this rant.
Getting fired from the UPS store by this cuck loser, fucking coward.
Jesus.
Coward cuck loser won't even fire me at the beginning of my shift.
So, oh my God, here's a nice pause. Let me describe this guy. This is a white guy, probably just turned 40-something. He's got a full beard where the sides of his beard is still brown. So, you know, he's somewhat young, but the bottom is starting to turn gray. He's got steel frame glasses on and a baseball hat of some sort, some generic baseball hat. And he's faced into the camera wearing his UPS outfit still. When I say UPS, the blue outfit that they wear in the store. So here we go. Continue on, please. Tell us why we're so wrong, or you're so wrong and he's so right.
Wait till the end of my shift. Here he is, Darren the cuck fucking loser from 1892. He's a fucking loser who doesn't know shit about running a business, and he's gonna let an alcoholic fat fuck.
Okay, so the manager or the guy who owns the store is basically just standing behind the cashier or the cash register, takes his glasses off and just kind of sits there. Now listen what he has to say about his coworker. This is, I don't understand it, but obviously it makes sense for someone. So here we go.
Running a business, and he's gonna let an alcoholic fat fuck named Joe fire somebody with 10 years of experience because he complained that Joe won't train my fucking coworkers, and Joe puts on the fucking
whoa.
Joe drinks
Watch
next
the words.
door and won't tell shit to my coworkers because he's a cuck fucking loser coward, just like Darren, the cuck fucking loser.
Yeah, Darren.
Coward loser fucking cunt.
Hit me up if you got a job for me. That's what you should have said at the end. So there you go. You ever been in that position? Here's the thing. Because of the way the internet works, this guy is burnt. He's scorched earth. There's no way this guy is getting a job anywhere in his area. The only job that this guy could probably get a job at is like a head shop or like where they sell like CBD or weed or something like that. Kind of looks that way a little bit. Looks like he's a little bit of a burnout. Looks like he is, quote unquote, like someone said on the comments, looks like what kind of drugs are you on type deal. Obviously, he did not take them that morning. So if you ever want to do that, of course, we've all wanted to do that sometime in our life when we get fired. But this guy took it to the internet, and you got to be careful because you are going to get burnt. When we come back, listen up. New rules. It's the 1st of July. Actually, today's the 2nd. This came out yesterday. But new rules and new laws are going into effect. And I'll tell you, this one state of what the new laws are in. So if you live in this state, get ready because things are going to change starting now. So stick around. I'll dive into what those are when we come back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. We'd love to hear from you, and the way you can do that, you can be podcast famous. Just jump on over to prophetradio.com. At the very top of the page says, be heard. It's not a email grab or anything like that. Just speak into the your device. Oh, God. That was horrible. Let's start that over. Welcome back to Deacon Live. You want something for free? We'll give it to you. But what you got to do to get it is go over to ProfitRadio.com. PROPHET radio. At the top of the page says free swag. There's a little drop-down menu. You can see all the fine programming that comes out of this studio. Pick yourself out something, and we'll send it out to you here in the United States. Overseas, nope, sorry, you're out of luck. We're not mailing it out to you. I got word from the hierarchies that, nope, we're not sending out anything overseas. So you guys are out of luck. But if you live in the United States, guess what? You get it here, and pick yourself something out, which is easy for me to say, and we'll send it out to you right away. Also, don't forget, you can be podcast famous. At the top of the page over on ProfitRadio.com, there's a little section that says Be Heard, a little orange bar. Click on that, opens up a small little menu screen. It says record, listen back, and then send. It's that easy. And you can be anonymous if you want. You can talk about the 11 years coming up on 12 years. Actually, 12 years. Is it 12 years? I forget. I've lost track now. Is it 12 years? I'm getting 12 years now. But I think our catalog only goes back to 2018 over on like Spotify and iHeart and all those other podcatchers out there. But if you want to ask us a question about any of those shows that we've had over the last several years, just give us a little watermark of what show you're talking about, and we can respond to your voice right here on the air. Now, it is the 2nd of July. Yesterday was the 1st. This Friday is the 4th. That's how the days of the week work. And there's a lot of new laws that are taking place, or coming into effect, I should say. Now, in Georgia, I know, we broadcast just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, in a little town called Marshville, but Georgia's right down the road from us. And listen to the new rules and stuff that they have changing or being added to in Georgia. So if you're from another state and you're like, nah, things suck here, I wish things were better. Listen to what Georgia's going through right now. So here we go. Effective today. This is posted yesterday. I'm going to switch over to camera 4. And don't forget, for every podcast we do, we have a matching video over on YouTube. We have our very own YouTube channel over there. Just search Deacon Live, all one word, and then podcast. And you can like and subscribe us over there. We don't do it for the money over there. We just do it to give you another media source to enjoy the full-length podcast in its entirety over on YouTube. So here we go. I'm going to switch over to camera 4. This guy, what is he, 12 years old? Is he the attorney? It's a guy, kid. I say kid. He's probably Generation Z. And he's sitting there like an attorney would in front of like the wall of books and stuff. They're fake, probably. So here are the new Georgia laws taking effect as of today.
A whole bunch of new Georgia laws just went into effect, and we are going to run through a few of them. So first up, you have human composting. It's now legal in Georgia. That means when somebody passes away, instead of a burial or a cremation, they can choose to be naturally turned into soil.
I can't get over the rings that he has on, but he's talking about human composting. So we can be turned into dirt in Georgia.
Eco-friendly burial option that is now officially on the books. Digital driver's licenses are now valid. You can just show your ID on your phone and law enforcement can scan it. But
cool.
They cannot go through your phone to find it. That is protected.
Okay.
Fentanyl trafficking now comes with a mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison.
That's fentanyl.
Georgia's trying to crack down on the deadly opioid crisis with tougher penalties.
Okay.
Wrongfully convicted people in Georgia can now be compensated up to $75,000 per year that they were in prison.
Okay, let's start with that one. Wrongfully imprisonment. Now you get $75,000 a year if you were found innocent. How about we do our how about we do it correctly the first time around and make sure that we're not arresting people that have done nothing?
That's a huge win for justice reform. The Riley Gaines Act is now law. It bans transgender students from playing on school sports teams or using locker rooms that match their gender identity.
Got it.
Big controversy around this one, but it's in effect.
Okay.
IVF protections are now locked in. If you're going through in vitro fertilization, you're legally protected, which matters after all the recent debates on reproductive care.
I don't know about that one.
You can now wear fluorescent pink while hunting, not just blaze orange. That gives hunters more options for visibility and safety.
So you can wear pink and orange at the same time. I guess it was a big deal in Georgia. Here's one that a lot of people wish would happen.
Phones are banned for K through 8th grade during school hours. This won't be fully enforced until fall of 2026, but the rule is law. It's part of a bigger effort to cut down on distractions in classrooms.
Okay.
People with disabilities must be paid at least minimum wage now. Before that, some workers were being paid less, but that's no longer legal.
It shouldn't have been legal in the first place. Minimum wage is there set for minimum wage, whether you have a disability or not. So they're saying they're paying I almost said the R word. they're paying people with disabilities a lesser wage. Well, then that's Georgia's own fault. Those people should take them to court. I guess now they did, and that's a new law.
Ricky and Alyssa's law requires panic buttons in every classroom.
Okay.
And schools have to provide real-time digital maps for police and emergency responders. It's about faster action during school emergencies.
Makes sense.
Georgia cleared the way for flying cars.
Yeah, Georgia! Way to go, Georgia! They are allowing, give them props for that. They are allowing now flying cars in Georgia. I don't know if those two go hand in hand, but still.
Taxis are now regulated, so companies can start building this future. And lastly, Georgia's income tax dropped to 5.19%, and it'll keep going down to 4.99% over the next few years. That means more pay to take home for you. This is just a snapshot, okay? Over 100 laws kicked in today. Georgia's changing fast, and if you live here, you need to stay on top of it and go look for yourself.
Okay, look for yourself. All right, go back to me now. So Georgia, out of the 10 laws that he said right there, one I didn't, the IVF, the fertilization, I guess it's law now or something. You're protected. I don't know what that means. I'm not involved in that. But out of the 10, the other 9 or 10 that he says, the only one I disagree with was the well, 2 of them that I disagree with is now it's a law that disabled people make minimum wage. Yeah. I know, I'm horrible. Straight to hell with me. And the other one is now if you're convicted but found innocent later on, you're allowed up to $75,000 a year for your incarceration. Let's fix that one. And let's make sure that everyone gets a fair pay minimum wage in Georgia. Those are the only 2. Everything else sounded great. They're allowing for flying cars. No kids between K through 8 should have a cell phone in their possession or whatever the ban was, and a couple other things. So they're trying to be ahead of the game, and flying cars. You know, that thing too. But Georgia, you always think of Georgia being this podunk town. Well, they did pass the pink law. Maybe the women were the hunting women. Said, I'm not wearing orange. It doesn't match my nails. Maybe that's where it was. The women are getting more involved with hunting, and they want something to match their nails. I'm pink. I'm going to wear something that matches whatever my outfit. So that's the one weird thing that they had going on in Georgia. Now, one weird thing right now, it's going to take over your feed on TikTok is this gentleman by the name of Chit. Now, you heard me right. I said Chit, C-H-I-T. Chit is going to take over your TikTok, and the phrase that's going to be happening all over the place is, do it, lady. I think that's what he says. Now, if you're not familiar with Chit, this comes from the brain of Jay Renshaw. He has, 19 videos or something like that. And every single video has over almost double-digit million views. So if you're not familiar with them, I'm going to switch over to camera 4 here. This is what's going to take over your feed for the next couple weeks. So here we go.
I'm pretty sure that the peacock
Here we go.
is Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah. Shit.
So let me explain this. It's kind of like an Office, the Office format with Steve Carell and stuff. It's following this gentleman by the name of Chit, and he doesn't have a mullet. He has like a bowl cut that's part mullet, he's got bangs. And he's just a weird dude in this office space, and the people in the office space just are normal people. And he's trying to fit in. I don't know what his job is. I don't know, whatever. But this is going to take over your news feed. This is going to take over, not your news feed. This is going to take over your TikTok feed. And it's Do It Lady. So here we go.
Last time, I do not watch The Masked Singer.
Yeah, you should.
You should. Yeah.
Hey guys, we're supposed to be planning Janice's surprise party.
I bought the card.
I bought the card.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chit, did you sign that yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chin, I signed it. Yeah.
Right here.
You're right here.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Perfect. What?
It says,
Do it, lady?
Do it, lady.
Yeah.
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 Pretty good, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What does it mean?
Do it, lady. You know?
No, I don't know.
Do it, lady. On your birthday.
Do it.
Do what?
Do what?
All of it. At once. Yeah. All the time. Uh-huh. Or whenever you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't think that's a saying.
No.
It is now.
Oh, Peter.
It is now.
Yes.
Do it, lady.
What?
He's confused too.
Do it, lady.
We're all confused. We are all confused. So let's get a little background story of what's going on with Jay Renshaw, also known as Chit.
This channel, because it's pretty insane what's going on here. This Jay Renshaw, or Chit as we all know him, has 1 million followers, and he's only posted 19 videos. And every single one is getting millions and millions of views. There are a lot of comedy sketch creators on TikTok who have worked tirelessly to build their audience and constantly doing different sorts of skits. And this guy has, I mean, he may have done stuff before, but especially with this character, has just come straight screaming out of the woodworks. Like, the production is done really well, but simply. There is great character development and amazing lore behind the whole thing. Great one-liners. Everyone's already picking up the lingo, and the guys are setting themselves up for a network deal, because if some network or streaming service doesn't pick them up shortly, I'll be very surprised. Like, not only do I applaud the writing and acting and how it's all been developed, but the methodical way of which they've gone about actually developing this character and creating this channel. If you're in sketch comedy, you need to study this guy.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be everywhere.
He came out of nowhere. Let's go back to me now. He came out of nowhere. This guy, Jay Crenshaw, or whatever I said before, and this character named Chit, C-H-I-T. And he's got 19 videos, and every single video has got almost double digits as far as millions and millions of views. 19 videos. It's shot like The Office. It's a very basic thing. You're in and out within, like, TikTok time. 2 minutes, minute and a half in the video, and he's getting this following. So do it, lady. Do it, lady. What does it mean? I don't know. What does it mean? Yeah, just do it, lady. Just do it. So there you go. All right, guys, if you've enjoyed the show, make sure you follow us over on Facebook. That's DeaconLive, all one word. Make sure you watch the whole entire podcast in its entirety over on YouTube. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe over there. If you have any questions or anything, you can email me at any time at deacon@profitradio.com. Make sure you follow us on TikTok as well. That's B Podcast Famous. And make sure you get your voice in here. We'd love to hear from you over on Profit Radio as well. All right, guys, on that note, I'm going to let you get back to doing what you got to do. My name is the Deacon, saying good night and good night.
Wait! Come back!
This is the end. The absolute end.
Écoute-moi.
See you later, alligator, crocodile, in a while. I don't know how the song goes. All right, guys, see you. Bye. Take care.